All right, so let's talk Bill Belichick. For those who don't know, he did not make first ballot Hall of Fame, which I can agree. It is a shame. Bill Belichick has a lot of accomplishments. He's the greatest coach of all time as far as NFL. In my opinion, it's Nick Saban. But in the NFL, Bill Belichick is the greatest head coach of all time. A lot of people has a lot of criticism about him, including me. But once again, I think he belongs in first ballot Hall of Fame. Let's start with the criticism. All right, you got Spygate. A lot of people from St. Louis feel like St. Louis would have won the Super Bowl if it wasn't for Bill Belichick. But then you got some who say, hey, people back in the day, everybody was doing that, stealing signs and everything. The difference is Bill Belichick got told multiple times to stop. He didn't stop. All right. Other criticism. We know what he got going on with the girl who's 3 times his age. Is it a little creepy? Yes, it is a little creepy. All right. Third thing, the media. The media cannot stand Bill Belichick. Media members are not only just media, they're sports writers, all that stuff. So, when we talking about Hall of Fame, the media and sports writers or whatever you want to call them, they are responsible for voting people in. So once again, they did not like him. Is it absurd? Yes, it is absurd. Should you do something about it? Why are they in that situation anyway? To me, they shouldn't even be voting. But when we're talking about, criticism of players, this goes beyond the NFL. We're talking NBA, we're talking Major League Baseball. Look at Major League Baseball, the steroid area. You probably ain't gonna never see those guys make the Hall of Fame. Why? Because the writers, they carry grudges. They carry grudges. Um, Jose Canseco, Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa, Barry Bonds, the list goes on and on. So, Pete Rose, hopefully Pete Rose will get in there. He should have been in the Hall of Fame. But the media members, sports writers, they carry grudges, and it's going to stay like this. Bill Belichick did not get along with the media. He was a prick. Let's just call it like it is. Bill was a prick. He was a prick. I can think back, less than a year ago when it was talk at the University of North Carolina where this guy came in, locking players out their rooms, cutting them, a lot of family members complaining about him. He's rude, don't talk to you. That's just how he is. He's a rude person. So I've always said it. And again, I know I get kickback for this, but character is everything. Character is everything. It has nothing to do with what happened on the field. So, like I said, he deserves to be in the first ballot Hall of Fame. But if you think that the media wasn't looking at his character and all the other antics that happened in the NFL, then you're crazy. Then you got some people who saying, oh, well, maybe they kept him out because, he's still coaching and he might go back to the NFL because media members or Hall of Fame voters, they hate when they vote a coach or a player in the Hall of Fame and then they attempt to come back in the NFL. So you got people thinking, oh, well, he's at North Carolina right now. Maybe one day he's going to go back to the NFL. I'm going to tell you something, in my opinion. Bill Belichick is blackballed from the NFL. I don't see him going back to the NFL. I don't see it. I think North Carolina will be his last stop. But that's Brutus J's take. But the bottom line is he will be inducted in 2027. I can guarantee you that he will be inducted because I look at it this way. If you're going to try to keep him out of the Hall of Fame, what you going to do? Keep Tom Brady out? You know that is not happening. Tom Brady will be first ballot Hall of Fame. This was a clear message to Bill Belichick, pretty much. They didn't like, his character and all this. Just a clear message. There was a lot of kickback to the media members, and I guarantee you, because of that, next year he'll be in the Hall of Fame. So you can guarantee that. But again, that's Brutus J's take.